Hey, what's going on, everybody? Igors here back again. Welcome to my second channel. In this channel, I more will talk about how the sauce is made, and the videos are produced more like on the fly, so it can be kind of boring and maybe you will waste your time. It's your decision. Feel free to join or not. So the first topic I was thinking to talk about is Digitalocean and how affordable is to run a virtual machine inside there. And inside this video, I will guide you how to use or how to efficiently use one virtual machine where you can pay $5 per month and like push to the limits and stuff. Sorry about that. So in Digitalocean, the virtual machines are called droplets, and in order to create a droplet, we at first we authorize with your Google account here in Digitalocean. Then you assign your credit card. Then you like fulfill your account with the money a little, like $10 or 20 or 100, and then you are able to create a virtual machine, and it will be like pay as you run, and if you destroy the machine, then you don't need to pay anything. And if you run for 1 hour, it usually costs 1 to 2 cents, and I would say it's nothing. So in this video here, create droplet, and now we are welcoming, now we have a wizard here. What kind of Linux flavor we want to run? Ubuntu. I will use Ubuntu here, and the reason I will use it because I have like less experience with it, and also I do like a Raspberry Pi, and a Raspberry Pi 4 like natively supports Ubuntu ARM 8 architecture. So if we learn Ubuntu, we can also be very good with the Raspberry Pi and configuring some stuff. So that's the main reason I choose here for the lab Ubuntu. Then how much we are willing to pay, and there are different plans. I will use regular Intel SSD and select $5 per month, and going further where we want to run this virtual machine, I find out that at least in Latvia it is very highly quite good speed to place the machine inside Amsterdam. What else here? SSH keys. So that's like the modern approach how to access everything, not by using username and password, and we need to create some keys. I will hit here, create new SSH key, and what else? Name. No, it's not correct. New SSH key and what else? Can install create new key par, open new terminal and use this command. So I will open the terminal and generate this guy, enter, and no, let's have a note here and generate again. What is the default location? I will have Digitalocean and today's date, .pem, enter, no passphrase, and that is it. And what else we need to do? We need to create now the public thing over here. I will copy this guy to the clipboard, copy, and put the data here and name it somehow SSH key. Okay, add SSH key. What next? The host name, I will call it like all in one, and then my name, initials, and surname, initials.lan, and that is it. At the very bottom of page we have add backups, and I would say it is better approach to spend money on the backup. Maybe you feel very rich and you decide, oh, I can afford $10 or $15. But the $5 per month, that is actually a great choice to actually learn something. Like if the system goes down, goes slow, you need to troubleshoot like which process is consuming the memory or CPU usage, and it is better to go with the lower machine, which is still very fast. And then if you still like feel rich, then I prefer to have this backup, add backup, and then it's a weekly backup, automatic backup, and it will cost us additional $1 per month. Okay, but yeah, create a droplet here, and now it is creating this virtual machine, and it will be ready after 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, but 30 seconds. And the next step is accessing this guy, and this is doable via SSH, and we need to have only the the IP address of like external IP address. Copy. Now let's go to this terminal, and what I will do, I will go to the root directory. I will write SSH and -i to specify this public key, not public key, but private key, and then what is the IP address of this server? Copy, publish, enter, and it is working. Now I have logged inside this server, and what's the plan? The plan is to like trick the system to have more platform to play with. And out from the box it comes with like 1 gigabyte of physical memory, and also the disk space is like 25 gigabytes totally. And so the bottleneck here is memory, and we need to have more memory if we want to run together database server with some other applications. So we can add some swap partition, and because it's like SSD drive, it will not create big impact unless you start to run Oracle or Elasticsearch. But all the tiny applications, it's quite reliable, and the speed is quite good. So the swap, okay, the first thing I want to have is this is an Ubuntu Ubuntu 20 operating system, and it comes with the app Armor enabled, and it is like a security module, but since this is a sort of lab, we can still save some resources by uninstalling this module. And to do that, I have here a command. How to do that? I will use a triple click to copy to the clipboard and publish inside the terminal. And now this up armor goes away, and it has more like power to the system. The next thing is this memory thing, and I want to have like if we run out of physical memory, then the machine will not go crazy. And for the workaround, we can add a lot of swap partitions, and since it's not our SSD drive, the Digitalocean will take care of it. So I have here a one-liner which will add 4 gigs of swap partition, and it will actually be 4 partitions, 4 different swap partitions, and it is beneficial to because using swap partitions is not great in a term. If you want to reboot the system, then it's very painful, and like if you have more money, you can purchase bigger machines, but if you want to go the maximum affordability we can have is then swap partitions it is. Okay, I will at first run this and then explain what it does. Publishing here, and the one-liner is creating 4 different swap partitions, and if we run ls minus human and list and root, we see here swap 1, swap 2, swap 3, swap 4, and all they are 1 gigabyte. And it is useful when we sometimes reach this limit, which is 25 gigabytes of usable disk space. Then we may handy turn one swap off and like save some disk space. Okay, and the one-liner also did add the lines inside the FS tab. There is like when we restart the system, it will add now automatically all this like extra 4 gigs of memory, and yeah, it will happen automatically. But currently, if we look here, free H like swap and total is only 0 bytes. Okay, one last trick I also like to use in the lab, don't ever use that in production, is we can trick the kernel, this overcommit memory, and by default it's using a very safe option to like not then do any harm of the system, but we can change the behavior of the memory and like tell to never check if enough memory is available. Like this can save, like improves memory intensive workloads. If we look in long term and we will add more applications to this very affordable box, then every like bit we can save, and when I say bit is this check if enough is memory, it's costing some like CPU cycle or stuff, and if we turn this off, it will be faster if we have like a lot of things going on, but the drawback is like we can run out of memory, so it's a risk, and please do not do this at the production. Okay, I will run this one-liner here, and it will modify how it is installed inside the kernel. There is a kernel global settings. By default it was 0 and now it is 1, and it will like remain this way. Okay, right now what I want to do is reboot this system. Let's check again, like free and memory. The swap is not configured, but just because we have file system tab here, we have 4 partitions here, and now when I reboot the system, it will restart in the next 30 seconds, I think, and it will boot up with these new settings, and it will be a stock Ubuntu 20 operating system with an there is no up armor anymore, so you can save some CPU cycles and stuff in the background. Also, there will be additional 4 gigabytes of memory, not the physical one, just the swap thing. And also we did alter the kernel a little to never check if there is enough memory. So when we need to move some data from the physical memory to the swap partition, there is no checking in the middle. It is like blindly moving some blocks, and it will give us extra power for the machine. Okay, now let's try to go back to the machine. Here I'm authorized inside, and let's check right now again the free memory H, and now we have swap 4 gigabytes, and if we look at this kernel type of thing, cat proc memory, what is the current setting? It is 1. This is like the risky one. We can run out of memory. Please do not use that in production, but in the lab we can boost some things up. All right, that is it I wanted to present you today. Now we have a quite affordable but very powerful box to play with other stuff, and I believe the next steps will be to set up Zabbix instance, set up the database server, and install everything in order to run Zabbix. All right, thank you for watching, and if you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.